welcome to Democracy 3. This is going to be a new series that I'm going to do, and I'm going to do something a little special with this one. For anyone who doesn't know what Democracy 3 is, basically it's a democracy simulator. You can play as a country, and, you know, change, like, the programs that the country has slowly. Well, it's based on your political capital, but I guess we'll get into that later in the game. Basically, you run a country, and you can make it however you kind of want, but there are consequences for your actions. So, for this game, we're going to play as the United States, because, as everyone pretty much knows, there's an election going on, and we are going to play this like we would think Donald Trump would do as president. That's the special thing. We're going to see how far we can get. As Donald Trump. Now, disclaimer, this isn't going to be necessarily what Donald Trump will do as president. It's going to be more like what I think he'll do as president. So, he hasn't been very clear on anything, and so I'm going to have to go into it guessing. Also, disclaimer, for any of you who have strong political opinions and don't like people who disagree with you, you might want to stop watching now, because I will be going off in my own direction and what I think, and so, just a disclaimer, there will be opinions in this episode, or in this series. But without further ado, let us continue to the United States. Okay, so, term lengths, yes. Term limits, yes. As Donald Trump, I feel like we should try to get rid of those, though. All this is fine. Let's see, we want to be known as... I mean, we could just do Republican and then Democrat, but I kind of want to see if I can find a, let's do that. Keep the difficulty up. Political apathy, 58%. That's about right, I think. Although that seems to be lowering. Innate socialism. I feel like that's a little high, don't you think? Maybe that's like... Yeah, I think that's fine, actually. We'll leave everything else the same. Let's play. So once it's loaded in... So there should be some events that fire right at the beginning of the game. Click to return to government. Okay, here we go. Congratulations on your election victory. Welcome to the new job, President. Yeah, so 360,668,000. I think this numbers. I think this is different. This game's a little old. As in, I think it came out maybe. Oh, I can't remember when this game came out. When was it? Give me a moment. I'm gonna look this up. 2013. So, yeah, it's a few years old. So education, that seems wrong. I'm pretty sure that should be lower. Everything else looks about the same, or how it should be. So begin term in office. Okay. So what do we start off with? We immediately start off with a couple of crises. Homelessness. Negatively affects liberals. Or is that positively affects... No, it's negatively affects liberals, poor, and middle income. Basically, okay. So all these things have effects on other things. So all these bubbles, if we just look at oil prices. So oil prices, green means it affects it positively. Red means it affects it negatively. And I don't know what the gray is. Motorists? I guess they just want it. I don't know if it must be that the oil prices are indifferent to motorists. Okay. So as you can see, oil demand raises the price of oil. Oil supply reduces the cost of oil, and the oil price affects GDP positively. So the higher the oil price, the more GDP. Let's see, citizenship test. So if we wanted to test everyone, make sure that those people that are getting in the country can pass the certain tests that we we require of them, it lowers the opinion of liberals and ethnic minorities and upsets them. It patriots like it, and it increases racial or decreases racial tension and immigration. So I guess it decreases racial tension because less immigration in the country, less foreigners upsetting citizens. So we're gonna go into this thinking, okay, what would Donald Trump do? We have a deficit. It's a 30 billion. That is low, actually. that is not normally what happens. Okay, so first thing we want to do, antisocial behavior. What are you talking about? Get out of bed. Just get out of bed, though. Alcohol abuse. I don't care about that. I'm Donald Trump. I have to play as Donald Trump. Homelessness. We should get people homes, I think. Unemployed benefits. Maybe not that way. What would be the best way to solve this problem? You can see what happens. So immigration affects homelessness positively. You know, we should probably lower immigration. Oh, we need border controls. That's what we need. So we can raise this. What is this? Retina scans? No, let's not do that. That might be armed guards. That's what we want. We want armed guards. I feel terrible. So yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna cut on our immigration so that we can maybe solve this homelessness problem. So we'll apply the changes here. Okay. So when we change something, we use our political capital, which we get from having our cabinet. We can't really do much without our cabinet, so our cabinet is very important. Pollution is a problem. You know, I have no idea if Donald Trump would take care of the environment. Probably not really. Oh, what's this? Skills shortage. Well, we already lowered immigration, hopefully. So that should be good. Education negatively affects skills shortage. Really? Huh. So this game's a little bit complicated. If you haven't played this before, you're like, what is all these things? It's actually, I like how my popularity is immediately low. It's just funny to me. Hold on, I gotta deal with my cat. God damn it, cat. Sophie, what are you doing? Get out of there. Okay, so where were we? Let's see. Asthma epidemic, negatively deals with productivity. Car usage, really. Car usage increases asthma epidemic. Oh yeah, here's a bit better breakdown maybe. That might be easier for people to handle. So car usage, you can see here, this is the car usage graph. So you can see things that negatively affect car usage and then positively affect car usage. These are the causes, and then this is what car usage affects. So yeah, it negatively impacts the environment, but then positively impacts all these people. So yeah. We could, let's see, there might be new programs. Implement new policies. Here we go. Tariffs. Welfare Fraud Department. If I thought that would actually solve a problem that we have, I might do that. Rent controls. No. No, we're not gonna do that. Clean energy subsidies, work safety law, robotics, research grants. Enterprise Investment Scheme. What's this? The Enterprise Investment Scheme is a system which gives tax breaks to wealthy individuals who invest their money in small startup companies which are based in this country. This scheme encourages investment in companies which should eventually grow and stimulate the economy, whilst at the same time giving a popular tax break to people who invest in them. Obviously, indirectly, the scheme is being subsidized by those without savings to invest. This sounds like a policy we'd want to do. We do a free eye test. Probably not, though. I think the cost in order to implement it is that it has to be, like, if it's, popular, the cost is down. Community policing, no. Race Discrimination Act prevents citizens from just being discriminated against. Nope, nope. That's not something we're gonna do. That's not a Donald Trump thing. Telecommuting initiative. Fuel efficiency standards. Nope. I am thinking of the enterprise investment scheme. I think I'm gonna implement that. So we'll start it right here. It's got a cost to it. Socialists don't like it. But self-employed people like it because they're usually the benefactories of the money that's coming in. The self-employed, the GDP, capitalists like it because they can invest in it and get a tax break, and high earnings as well. So yeah, apply that change. Let's see. Pollution is still a problem. I can't believe education affects skill shortage negatively. Oh, okay. So we actually want it to boost education. We don't have the capital for this, do we? No, we only have one capital. So basically, once you run out of capital, that's it. I wonder if there's anyone else that we could get that is better. So like Law and Order. Now the problem with changing your cabinet around is you can pick someone who gives you way better political power, but then everyone else's political powers will lower. So you want to be careful about changing some people. I'm still thinking of changing the Law and Order Minister and the Transport Minister. Probably to someone like either Russell Lewis here or Robert Powell. Basically the difference, I don't remember what the change is. If I why can't I change him? Oh, I need 5 capital in order to fire someone. I need 3. Okay, so it's based on loyalty, whether you can fire someone. So basically, I guess you wait for the loyalty to go down, and then you fire them. 3 capital isn't a whole lot, but I guess we're just gonna have to go next. So that's the first. That was the first round. I can't remember what the time period is. Like, was that like a month? I can't remember. We'll see how people like my policies. So let's see. Debt protection law. Debt collection agencies have been in the news because of the aggressive methods they are using to extract payment from people who owe large sums of money. These debt collection agencies provide credit to people whom larger, more respectable companies will not lend money. A law is proposed to limit the ways in which such agencies can operate. Now, I'm guessing, and this is really just a guess, that Donald Trump would say, Allow agencies to operate. Nobody forces people to borrow money. Yeah, I think that's the one. If you can't pay it, and if you borrowed it and you can't pay it, then it's your fault. That's basically the mindset there. So what is our economic forecast here? Expenditures went up. Our income slightly went up. Global economy is going down. Oh man, this is gonna suck. The entire thing is gonna crumble. Debt has increased. Relative GDP has increased. Well, at least we're going in. It's not a bad thing. That expenditure though. We still only have we got a $3 trillion debt, which isn't still not terrible actually. Okay, so what do we want to do here? What negatively... So private housing... I think as long as... If we raise GDP, if we get people jobs, that will solve the homelessness problem. I think that's the method of fixing that problem we want to do. So that's going to be an issue that we're not going to directly affect. We're going to just have that taken care of. I think a citizenship test is probably a good idea as well. This will cost us money. Let's see if our cabinet is any more upset. I kind of do want to get rid of her. She's a socialist liberal. She really has no business being in the cabinet. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of her, and we're gonna hide. So that lowered a bunch of other people's loyalties, especially hers. I think we're gonna fire her as well. Oh man, I'm just getting. We're gonna, you know. Oh man, we should have done this instead. Reshuffle the cabinet. Just pay it. We're gonna redo this. Okay, so the foreign what is this? The foreign affairs minister. There we go. It's really loud, actually. We're gonna pick Dennis Bennett for that, I think. Yeah, Dennis Bennett, you're the one. How do we pick you? Oh, here we go. Higher. Okay. We really should have just reshuffled the cabinet. So welfare minister. We've got Russell Lewis here. Or Robert Powell. Robert Powell seems like a good one. Let's do that. Economy. Minister of Industry. Russell Lewis. Again. Lewis. We spent a lot of points unnecessarily. We spent 6 points unnecessarily, which actually seems like a Donald Trump thing to do, now that I think about it. So, just waste your time. So, you know, it's fine. Let's see. I've only played this game like once before. So we have Joyce Allen. I guess we should look at what we have left. So we've got public service, law and order, and transport. So if any of these higher guys can do that, I guess I'd want them. So there's transport there, law and order. There's transport. So we'll go with you. We'll go with Joyce Allen. Public service. I don't know what the public service minister does. But there's Ernest Miller. And Joyce Hill. That'd be two Joyces in the same cabinet. That'd be confusing. Let's go with Ernest Miller for public service. Law and Order. We got Dorothy Gray, Alan Brown, or Joyce Hill. Liberal parents, that's going to be no. Capitalist ethnic minorities. Ethnic minorities is not a good one to do. I guess we'll stick with Joyce Hill for now. And then transport minister, we'll do probably Dorothy Gray. Yeah. There we go. So we got our cabinet. We're not going to do much. Patriots are liking us. Self-employed people are liking us. Ethnic minorities are getting upset. This seems like we're going the route. Our popularity has increased overall. This seems like we're going the Donald Trump route for sure. I feel this is a good indication that we're doing the right thing. So we increased citizenship test. I guess we just look into our policies that we've currently got and see what we want to do with that. So what we got in the economy side? Technology grants, I think we're not going to mess with. Small business grants, again, I don't think we're going to mess with. Pollution controls, The only reason why I don't want to deal with that is because pollution and asthma epidemic are actually a thing. So I think we're just not going to do anything with that. Labor laws. Labor laws negatively affect wages, but increase the work week and productivity. Well, I think we want to stop labor laws. Pro-employer. Can we just cancel the policy? Oh, we can't. We can't change this. It's too expensive. So I guess we're just going to hold off on doing anything for now. So let's move on to the next round. And actually, I guess I'll just end the episode here. So if you enjoyed the episode, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time.